Hello folks, hope you're well. Welcome back to the channel. I often get asked, how can I get your patches? There's sort of two packs. You've got the, what do we call it? There's the greatest hits, which is free, and that's 6 patches from this year, our greatest hits. Some of the favourite patches from this year. The big patch collection, the full Monty. I mean, I totaled it up. You've got 18 patches, is called the complete collection, and I've priced them at 10 quid. 10 English pounds, although Ko-fi charges dollars, so it's I think $13.1. And that and the greatest hits you can now go and get from our Ko-fi, which is in the description. So there you go, folks. Get stuck in. Ko-fi is live. The patch collection is live. Many thanks for watching. You know, truly appreciate it. And, you know, I hope that you continue to support us as we go forward. So with that in mind, like the damn video, subscribe if you're not already. 130-ish off 5k. Don't think we're going to get there, sad, before the end of term. Look at that, beautiful. So in the complete collection, you get a rather nice PDF from me. Maybe we'll flash a bit of that. That's what Lucy's looking at. We'll flash a bit of that up now. It's like a real nice sort of menu of the patches. Obviously, all of these are in the complete collection. I'm not going through in any particular order. I'm not saying this is what you get in that. I'm just going to go through some of my favorite bits from this year and talk about how, you know, my approach to this stuff has evolved. Let's just get started, shall we? The first one that we're going to look at, this was like a high point for me when I made it, because it was like the first one that I thought, actually, this is really going to work, is the matte rig. So you get my rig. I've used it with the full band, the last full band show we did, and all of the duo shows with Bryony. What you see in front of you is what I've used, and this is the heart of it. Is the matte rig in the free or not? You don't get the matte rig in the free selection. You only get that in the paid lot. So here we go. Really cool patch. This is really designed, this one, to work with external stuff. You'll notice there's no compressor on this one. That's because obviously I've got other things going on. So I'll stick it on how I have it. Keely's on. JHS 424 is on. You obviously don't need to worry. If you haven't got the Keely compressor or the JHS, it really doesn't matter. It sounds great without them, obviously. I mean, kind of, does it sound the same? Would it really matter? Maybe you can tell me in the comments, does it sound the same? That's with all my junk. And then I think it's like a little bit brighter and a little bit sort of fuller sound and maybe a bit more sort of drivey with the JHS. This was the first one I'd mastered the send and return so that I could use that. So if you've got the GX-10, this has the send and return on it. Lovely. Yeah, what a glorious thing. The carbon copy analog delay. On this one, what's cool is I've managed to get this boutique amp working really nicely. I'll just show you to get rid of that get rid of the twin. The boutique amp, this is the first patch, the only patch in the collection that I've used it on. Click over to high. Woo! That's brilliant, isn't it? So that's on the high gain. I'm not using it like that, but if I just turn the twin back on, you'll see all of my patches, they're you know, this is not, some of them are bells and whistles patches, but mainly they are just great sounding, you know, like real sounding patches that you would actually, you know, use, which I don't think they often are they? You know, a lot of these kind of, that's great. I mean, let's hot cake into that. Yeah, so maybe a little less of the mix. We haven't even touched what's going on down here. Pretty nice, isn't it? Turn it back to how I use it with Bryony. A little bit cleaner than that. So the hot cake does get turned on at shows. I'm going to try and keep it quite quick as we whip through, otherwise it's just going to be my live rig patch, isn't it? We've got a really nice phaser. We got a very nice, that's the 80s Johnny Marr chorus. Turn that off so you can hear it. And then we've got, what's that? Ooh! That's one of my big modulating reverbs. Really happy with that. So let's move on, shall we? Shall we do, oh, I know what we'll just quickly touch back onto. Let's go to the newest one, which is Get Bucked. So this is the Peter Buck patch. I had some great feedback on this, and it was so nice to talk about it.
This is in the free one, as you know.
Here you go. So Get Bucked is in the free pack. Now, the reason it's in the free is because the camera was like really blurry last week. So we thought it's only fair. If you want to get the Peter Buck one, that is in the free package, the greatest hits. Obviously, it's also in the complete collection. I think what's more interesting about these most recent patches is the sort of the use of reverb. You know, reverb as a sort of a structural tool to the tone, like you would if you were mixing a record. What I mean by that is, if you go back to that Bryony patch, the reverb is just like, oh, there is a big reverb. Whereas with these, it's to like actually support the sound, describe a place, the Museum of TV and Radio in this case. Really cool. Let's turn that off because this one has its own compressor. Now you'll know my compression trick, the orange compressor. If you want to get close to the Keeley and you don't have a Keeley, you can put the orange compressor and do the parallel, and that basically does the same thing. Pretty well all of them are designed to work great with external drive, as you know, but they also work fine without. You know, what I love about this one, the rotary and the Space Echo, we barely touched on this last time, and I'm not going to go through it today, but rotary is one of those things that I've probably disregarded it a little bit until now. I just think that is sounding great. And I know we also didn't hear it with the Rickenbacker, so let's just hear that, shall we? Fact, let's go. So nice. What else is cool? Oh, that's great. And then, so the two different overdrives on that one. So it's kind of funny going from like the most recent one to the earlier one. I think that'll be quite an interesting thing to do. That's what we'll do next. So that reverb on here, if I take that off, that's such a huge part of the sound. Still sounds cool. Turn off Dr. Robert. Back on, here we go. That's huge, isn't it? That is, as I've said many times before, night and day. A big part of how we hear amplifiers is we hear them in rooms, don't we? So I think a big part of the realism is getting that reverb right. Obviously, there's a case for it being unrealistic, which we'll get to. In fact, that's where we'll go now. Let's go back to one of the earlier ones, one that really sticks in the memory, actually. We're going to blast through. Let's go down here, and we're going to the Space Tele. All the lights are on, which worries me. Where's the Space Tele? Is that in the free? The Space Tele is in the paid only. When you look at your old patches, you kind of go, oh man, I didn't really know how to do the 2 amp thing. I was doing the compression thing. You know, I've got no idea what this is going to sound like. We're ready. And of course, this was designed for Telecaster. Here we go. Let's do it. Let's pick a random chord. Let's do the James Bond chord, shall we? That's great, actually. Sometimes when you get a new piece of gear, I think all the time when you get a new piece of gear, you're just pushing it as far as it will go. And you know, you kind of sometimes end up overdoing it a bit, and definitely my patches have got simpler and more refined, but this one is not simple or refined, but it is really cool sounding. It's kind of sort of shoegazy, isn't it, this one? This was the idea behind this one. Let's have a bit of fun with it, shall we? Really cool. So I think what we got here, okay, that's the warm overdrive. I've used that on this patch and then never again since. Oh, that's beautiful, yeah. What's that? Delay, yeah. That's the old Johnny Marr chorus, the first. That's a good one, isn't it? Yeah, nice. There's a fuzz on there. I didn't turn the fuzz on. Let's return the fuzz on. Okay, that's weird. Oh, that's great. That's why, okay, so that, yeah, right, let's, woo! I feel like I should be stood up for that one. That is mega. Yeah, well done, Pass Matt. Well done, you. Good boy. Let's carry on. Shall we go forward? Let's go forward, because that was quite early. Space Tele. I haven't done one of these in a while, but if you want to watch the Space Tele video, it's going to be there. Ultimate Tele, that's a classic. Let's just keep going. How could we forget? The patch that has made more videos than any other this year. I mean, it's pretty close. I think for overall utility and enjoyment and just pure sort of fun factor, for my playing, Ricky Gervais is the main man. I can't remember whether we ever went through Ricky Gervais or not, but when you turn Ricky Gervais on, it sounds like this. That is good, isn't it? So it just sounds like a real, what is it? It's a twin and a JC-120. It's that classic combo. Sounds like a real amplifier. Sounds kind of more Fendery to me. Like if I shut my eyes, that sort of sounds more like a deluxe reverby. And you've got the Johnny Marr chorus. You've got, so this predates me finding out how to do the line out, the send. What's that there? That's a delay. I think the reverb on this is really cool, but we're gonna get to reverb. My reverb evolved over the course of the year. At this point, what I was doing was just getting a 6-second plate on there. Compression's always on here. Yeah, we got the old parallel trig. Somebody talked to me in the comments literally today and said, I'm lost with the Boss GX-10. I can probably shout your name out. Let's quickly do that. Bear with. It's just never, it's just when you're working, when you need it. So here we go. Okay, we're in business. So the comment was from Patrick Doyen, X4K. I just bought the GX-10 and I'm lost on it. Looking for some nice clean sounds. Any advice? I think Boss would sell a lot more of these if some of the presets sounded like mine instead of sounding like computer game soundtrack sounds. I know it's fun in the sales room to put on like, you know, something and it sounds like Sonic the Hedgehog. But the truth is most people just want it to sound like a good amplifier. And Patrick certainly falls in that category. Patrick, for you, my recommendation is Ricky Gervais. The question is Patrick going to get it for free or does he have to pay? It's not in the free. Ricky Gervais is the one for you, Patrick. But what is in the free? Is there Ricky Vox in there? Ricky Vox is in the free. That is, well, you can hear it. Really cool patch. Again, Ricky Gervais is designed for me to test other gear into it. So like Dr. Robert. Max Show. Ricky Gervais, yeah. That's the one, isn't it? Ricky Vox, that's a good one. That was designed, that was a little experiment. It was like, and I'm going to do some more of these. Ricky Vox, we know that's in the free. That was, oh, we got, what about Unsung 04? Is that in the free or in the paid?
Paid.
Paid. That's a good one. That's the chug, isn't it? I mean, can a Rickenbacker chug? Let's find out. Yeah. Let's go through to, I'm going to call these the celebrity, no, not the celebrity patches. What should we call them? The, I'll probably sell at some point, maybe sell another pack called Guitar Heroes or something.
All the ones like big musicians.
Yeah, so make sure you get them before, because what I'll do with the Guitar Heroes pack is I'll really charge for that one. That one maybe I'll you know, that one they'll be like 10 quid per patch. You got the Jeffcaster, you got the Here's Johnny, and you got Get Bucked. Now, have we got the Jeffcaster in the free?
Yeah.
The Jeffcaster is in the free. You lucky people. This is obviously a Telecaster patch. Once you hear that, I mean, there's no going back, is there? That reverb. That was for this guy. Without a capo. What amps are we using on that? Twin and JC120 classic. Fuzz on this one is awesome. Sounds like an amp in a room. It doesn't sound like a fuzz, does it? That was designed, you know, after those overdrive tones on Grace. You've got the chorus, which is absolutely beautiful. You know, I'm listening to that. I feel like you could basically blast all the reverbs up a little bit more, but we won't. Let's leave it as is. What's that? That's the delay. That's cool. Let's get a bit more Jeff on it. Really cool. That's a great patch. That's in the free. That's regretting that. Obviously got the Here's Johnny in the free.
No.
Or you got to pay for Here's Johnny. It's a good one. We won't. I mean, there's a whole video on that. If you want to go and watch Here's Johnny, you can go and check that out. There. We'll just hear one chord. Ready. And that's your lot on that one. And you've also got another patch on there, which I haven't really talked about it at all, and I'm not going to today. So folks, if you've enjoyed that video, please give us a like. If you're new to the channel, subscribe and leave me a comment. If you have any questions about any of that, get in touch in the comments, get in touch via the email. More than happy to answer any questions. Go and check out the Ko-fi. Go and get your free patches. If you want to support the channel, you can do that over there as well. You can buy the complete collection, or you can just, you know, leave us a tip if you've enjoyed our work this year. Many thanks as ever for watching, and please come back next week for some more.